For just a moment, if you would, we'll talk about perception today, and again, I'm not with you for very long, but you know, when I walked in this room or when I stand up here, you have a perception of me, and I have a perception of me. Who's right? I have a perception of you, and you have a perception of you. Who's right? Could it be right off the bat that in 2008 our perceptions need maybe to be updated, renewed, refreshed, and maybe rethought? Maybe what we think about manners and etiquette, oh gosh, etiquette, I mean, come on, Cindy, isn't etiquette kind of outdated, stuffy, stodgy? It's 2008, who's really using that anymore? I have to tell you that I speak all over the country, and the biggest word in corporate America today is globalization. And for the first time in history, we are truly becoming a globalized economy with more influence of different cultures, beliefs, backgrounds. And you know what? There's not a lack of room for that, but there is a lack of respect for it. I do not have to agree. I do not have to understand. I do not have to like. I do not have to believe as you believe, but I do have to respect your beliefs and you. So, in my opinion, more than ever before in the history of the world, we're at an all-time high for the need of etiquette. Now, I have to tell you something. On my logo you saw, and you see it on the bottom, or my logo is, your manners matter. But I have to tell you, I don't talk about manners. It's not what I speak about. See, manners are knowing that I must shake hands, or I must dine properly at a table, I must introduce myself. Those are manners, and I find people are pretty good at that. What I speak about, however, is etiquette. And etiquette is different than manners. Manners are knowing that I must shake someone's hand, but you know what etiquette is about? How do I do that? Manners are saying that I have to dine properly at this dining table, especially if it's a business meeting. But etiquette is, how do I do that? The etiquette is how. It's not the what. I find people understand the what very well, but they have a little trouble when they start to move in. Well, how do I shake hands? And how do I dine at this table? And which fork do I use? And really, what does it matter anyway? You need to know that there is such a thing, and I'm sure you already know, as $1 million meal. It's very important, and not the price of the food, and not the cost of the food, but the price of that business that is won or lost over that dining table. And trust me, I speak all over, and I hear horror stories about how business is lost at that dining table, and then they call me in because they have a problem. So in this day and age, in my opinion, etiquette is at an all-time high. And again, etiquette is how you do it. By the way, and then there's something called protocol. My name of mine is Charleston School of Protocol and Etiquette. Protocol is different than etiquette. Etiquette is how. Protocol is when. I know how to shake hands, but when do I extend my hand? There's a protocol to that. I know how to dine, I know how to use that fork, but when do I pick up that fork? So manners, etiquette, and protocol, 3 different things. And these are important. Why? So that business can be done more triumphantly. It's important to learn these things to create a distraction-free environment by which business can be done.